Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Lopez. I'm a clean beauty advocate, a mother of two who loves to talk and learn all things health and wellness. And today I'm going to be giving you my first impression, in-depth review, demo, and wear test of the all-new Beautycounter Skin Twin Foundation. This foundation just released to the public today, and I'm so excited to give you my full review. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like the vibe, be sure to subscribe. And don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram where I share more about clean beauty and healthy living. Now let's put this foundation to the test. Okay, so I just got out of the shower, which explains the wet hair, and did my skincare, and now I'm going to apply my foundation for the very first time. I'm so excited. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. This is the foundation itself. It comes with a pump. It has a glass container, super chic, sustainable packaging. I really love what they did with their packaging. It definitely up-leveled their foundation game for sure. So first I'm going to read the packaging to give an idea of the claims and what this foundation is supposed to do. So it says a featherweight breathable foundation infused with skincare level hyaluronic acid to help reveal a smooth, hydrated, even complexion. With color true hydrophobic pigments, you'll achieve long wearing, buildable coverage with a seamless second skin finish. So that's a lot of really awesome claims. It's cruelty free, and I wrote a couple notes. So Beautycounter already has a foundation, which is their traditional foundation. This is one of their very original products that they came out with. So I think it was time, with all the technology that we have now, for them to kind of upgrade their foundation. I do enjoy this foundation, but it's not my absolute favorite, so I'm really excited to try their new one. So what's supposed to make their new one different is it's supposed to last all day. It's supposed to give more coverage than their original foundation. It has 9 times more hyaluronic acid. So one of the big things about this foundation, it's supposed to have serum grade skincare ingredients. So it's supposed to be like skincare and foundation in one. And it comes in a sustainable glass package, and it's EWG verified. So it's supposed to have a natural finish. They suggest if you have oily skin to wear a mattifying powder over, which the Beautycounter mattifying powder is super amazing. They also have a matte gel cream, which is an amazing primer to use if you have oily skin. They also expanded their shade range to, I think, about 18 shades. So they have tons of shades, and I feel like their shades cover all the way from porcelain to super deep skin tones. So I think that it's a great addition to their collection to really just make it all inclusive and to count all skin tones. So I really, really appreciate that. So they did do a study where people used the foundation and actually seen their wrinkles and fine lines get softer, their skin was firmer and more smooth. So I'm really excited to see if I see those additional benefits from this foundation. So I got the shade Light 230, which is supposed to be for light skin tones with golden undertones. I previously used the shade Linen, but I felt like it wasn't a perfect match. So this is supposed to be one of their new shades. So I'll see how it compares. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pump some out. Well, I guess I'll shake it first. And then I'm gonna pump some onto my hand. So this is the shade, definitely golden undertones. Looks like it's gonna be an amazing match. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one right next to it so you could see the difference between 230 and the original Linen shade that I had. So this is the original Linen, and this is the new shade I got. I can definitely tell that Linen seems to have more pink undertones, and the light looks a little bit more golden. It doesn't look any darker than the Linen. It just looks more golden and like it would match my skin tone better. So I think I'm gonna apply this with a brush on one half and then a beauty blender on the other half. And I'm just gonna start by putting dots all over my face because that's typically how I always apply my foundation. So it blended out really seamlessly. You cannot really detect that there's foundation on my skin. The side that I used the brush definitely gave me a medium coverage. And then the side that I did the beauty blender gave me a light coverage. So I would personally probably use the brush because I appreciate more coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer because it says that for one layer for light coverage, and then if you want to build it up, you could get a really good coverage with 2 layers. So I'm just going to use my brush to apply the second layer all over and see what the final coverage is. So I'm just gonna go over that with my beauty blender because that's what I typically do when I apply foundation. I don't like there to be any brush strokes or like an accumulation of foundation anywhere. So I like to just take off the excess foundation with the beauty blender. Okay, so after applying the 2 layers, I definitely got more coverage out of it. I feel like it gave me a really good coverage without looking cakey or thick, and it still blends really well into the skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup, so I think it's definitely a lightweight skin finish, and you could still like get a super natural, like looks like skin appearance with this foundation, which is what it claims. Definitely not full coverage, but it doesn't claim to be full coverage. I think you could build it up to a really solid medium coverage, and I enjoy that. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit closer so you could see exactly how it looks on my skin. I feel like it really blended in. That color was perfect. And like I said, it just looks super lightweight on my skin and blends into my skin really well. Like you almost wouldn't know that I was even wearing foundation, yet it still gave me pretty good coverage and made my skin look pretty flawless. So far, so good. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish my makeup, wrap up my final thoughts, and then I will come back at the very end of the day with how it wore throughout the day and if it truly was long wearing for all day wear. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I finished getting ready and applying the rest of my makeup, and I'm back to give you my final thoughts. And just looking at this foundation, after like finishing up my makeup, it just looks amazing. It looks flawless. My skin looks healthy. It just looks velvety, and I think that the color match was like extremely perfect, which is so hard to find, like that perfect color match. I feel like that also adds like an extra positive for me because whenever something matches your skin tone perfectly, it just looks better on your skin overall. And yeah, I just love the way it is. Lightweight, the coverage was super buildable, and it just worked well with all my other products. It didn't like move around. It dried down really well, and I'm excited to see how it wears throughout the day. So I applied this at about 9 a.m. I've got to clean my house, I've got dishes to wash, food to cook, I have to run and go to the grocery store, and it's really hot outside, so I'm gonna be sweating and definitely putting my makeup to the test. And at the very end of the day, I will come back, zoom you in, show you how it held up throughout the day. And yeah, so I'm excited to see that. So I'm just gonna bring you in closer one more time since I finished all my makeup. So as you can see, it just looks so flawless and beautiful, yet still looks skin-like. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a super full coverage foundation, and that's not what it claims to be. but it still just makes my skin look incredible and enhances it. I did use the Beautycounter mattifying powder over top because I do tend to get oily in the T-zone throughout the day. I have pretty much normal skin overall, but I pretty much always use the mattifying powder to help my makeup just last longer. So I am putting it to the test with that powder, and that powder is incredible. So I have no doubt that my makeup will be lasting all day long. So I'll be back later on with my wear test review. Okay, I'm back. It's been almost 12 hours. I am exhausted. I've changed my clothes. I am nice and comfy, and I've had a long day. So I did a lot of stuff today. Definitely got a little sweaty. I am so ready to take my makeup off and call it a day, but I wanted to give you guys a close look at what my makeup looks like. All I did was retouch my lipstick. So it did slightly rub off a little bit like on my chin and my nose. I see it like breaking up very slightly. I've never met a foundation that didn't break up in those areas after 12 hours. But overall, it held up really great. And honestly, like whenever I try a foundation for the first time, I feel like it's really hard to know like if I'm fully in love with it, but like as the day goes on, you see yourself in the mirror and like how your whole look comes together. I feel like you get more of an idea of like how much you like the foundation. And I will say like I really loved it. And every time I seen myself in the mirror, I was like, wow, you know, my makeup looks really good today. Like everything just looks like really smooth. I just really loved the way my makeup looked. So overall, I would say that is a long wearing foundation, which is exciting because their other foundation wasn't as long wearing. So it's definitely long wearing. I love it. I can't wait to start using it every single day. It's like the perfect color match for me. And I really just don't have anything bad to say about it at this point. Like it's just an overall good foundation, and the fact that it has those amazing skincare benefits just like makes it even better. So I'll definitely put the link down below so you could check out the foundation and see what shade you might be. Just as a full disclaimer, I am a Beautycounter consultant. I've been one for over a year because I love their products, their company, their mission, and I only speak the truth. I only promote products that I believe in. I only give honest reviews on all products, whether it's Beautycounter or not. If you do choose to purchase the foundation, you can just purchase it through the website. You don't have to purchase it through me, but if you did, like I appreciate that so much. Any support of my small business means the world to me. And if you need help picking out your shade, definitely reach out to me and I could try my best to help you pick out your shade. I hope this video was super helpful. I've been working on this video all day, it seems, since 9 in the morning, and now it is 9 o'clock at night. But I really wanted to give you guys a full review so you could figure out if this foundation would be good for you, because I know I appreciate that. Before I spend my money on makeup or skincare, I love to see full in-depth reviews. I like to see wear tests, so I really wanted to give that to you. So if you loved the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you liked the vibe, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.